What is up, people? Phoenix here. A lot of people have asked me in the comment sections of my videos how I acquire new words, how I memorize so many words in different languages. Well, today I'm going to show you the cell phone application that I use to memorize new words. This is not a paid advertisement. I'm not paid by anybody to do this review. I actually have been using this app for a few years and it has its advantages and disadvantages. And today I'm going to show you both. And again, this video is not on the strategy, the general strategy about how you should acquire new words. If you're interested in the general strategy about acquiring new words, I recommend one of the videos I did before about vocabulary acquisition. I'm gonna put the link in the description below. Right here, as you can see, this app is called Youdao. It's if you're from China or if you are learning Chinese, I'm sure you have come across this app at some point in your life. So this is basically a dictionary app. Most people use its English dictionary, but it has a lot of different dictionaries for other languages as well. Korean, Japanese, French, Spanish, blah, blah, blah. And Tibetan, curiously, they have Tibetan dictionary that I've never used before. All the other ones I've used. And when you look up a new word, for example, if I want to look up English word, I don't know, smash, I can add it to any of my English or any of my vocab lists, and I can always make a new vocab list for new words, for a group of words. Yeah, so you can make as many vocab lists as you want, and I'm going to show you my vocab lists, right? So here are my vocab lists. This is pretty much all the languages that I'm currently studying or I have studied. We got French here, the French words, Spanish, and Korean. Yeah, so my Korean list is called 조선말. Once I posted a video on Facebook, one of my videos on Facebook, and a Korean guy asked me, why do you have the Korean vocab list as 조선말? Why not 한국어? Are you learning North Korean or something? Actually, I had a vocab list called 한국어, but and this is one of the reasons why I don't recommend this app to everybody, is that for some mysterious reason, all of your words that have accumulated over the years or over the months of using this app, it's gonna disappear. Or if you're lucky, they're gonna come back like 3 months afterwards and all messed up in different groups. So you have to make new vocab lists and reaccumulate all those words all over again. And Japanese, as you can see, the Japanese dictionary here is decent. The English is definitely impeccable. Yes, I do have an English vocab list, just like I have a list for Chinese. And those words are not necessarily new words for me, but there are like slangs or stories behind those words or technical terms that I want to remember in Chinese or in English, or just simply new words, English words, Chinese characters that I don't know. And also Portuguese. I have very easy words, and people who know Portuguese are like, how come you don't know those simple words in Portuguese? Well, I study the languages on my own, and I learn languages at my own pace. So it's only natural that I learn some difficult words at first and simple words afterwards. It's natural, and some people consider it a bad thing. I don't think so necessarily. And again, as you can see here, here are some specific terms that are not necessarily vocabulary words. Capitanias hereditarias. It's not a Portuguese word. It's a term referring to a kind of one of the first colonizational institutions the Portuguese set up on the land of Brazil. And it's not a word that you have to know if you want to speak Portuguese or Brazilian Portuguese, but I feel like it's something that I would like to know, and that piece of knowledge happens to be in Portuguese. And also here, Deutsch, German, which I've only studied for two weeks, so I don't have a lot of words in it. In my Japanese vocab list, I've got 200 something words, 150 words in Korean. I've learned those languages for so long, and there are way more words that have accumulated. Some of them disappeared, some of them I just deleted because I feel confident enough that I don't have. I no longer need them in my vocab lists. For most of these vocab lists, I've deleted batches of words already. My Russian is pretty basic, and Turkish as well. This app doesn't have Turkish dictionaries in it, but the vocab list for all the other languages that I'm learning are in this app. I figure why I should have just used this app also for Turkish. So these are the Turkish words that I've put in here recently. Again, very basic, right? Just basic words, basic verbs to eat, to look, things like that. And again, terms that are not necessarily vocab words. For example, the one right here, Yenicheri, it's a military system that that was adopted by the Ottoman Empire. And that's something you have to know if you want to learn Turkish. Nizam-i Jadid, it's a reform launched by Selim III in the Ottoman Empire. It's just historical terms that I'd like to know. Nothing of great significance linguistically. Yeah, so this is my usage of this app. I don't necessarily recommend it. It's something I use. You can definitely use something else. You can put it into an Excel sheet and review it according to the Ebbinghaus curve, or you can use a old school notebook, and that would be perfectly fine. The only advantage if you're doing it digitally is that you can relocate words anytime you want. For example, this word, I feel like I need to look at it a little bit more. I can relocate it to the top. So every time I open the French list, this will be the first word to show up. This is how I use a phone app to learn new words and review old words. And if you have any other method that you would like to share it with other people, or you think are better, please share it with us in the comment section. See you next time. Bye.